Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a while. I haven't been making tutorials and you guys know I usually like to schedule ahead, but I ran out. The last tutorial came out, after that I have zero, so I'm a bit stressed about it. So I've been working on different things. I showed you this too last time. This one I just finished off, added the bail for the long necklace part. And I thought, you guys remember I did a ring last, here it is. In the last tutorial I made this ring, so I thought I'm just gonna match with this one, but I don't think it really works. So I went ahead and designed a different ring to go with this one. But I don't want to work on that today. I've been actually working on different Peyote components and I'm really excited about them because they are not pieces of jewelry by themselves. They are just components, they are charms, they are tubes. So these are the things that you could incorporate in different things yourself, but of course I'm not just gonna leave it at that. I have a couple of ideas with this in my head straight away, so I want to start with this one today. So don't worry about this, they will be all here. I'm gonna try to make several tutorials in coming weeks so I don't have to worry about it too much. And today we're just gonna work on a simple peyote tube, and I have really exciting ideas with this. Hopefully they will work out. I haven't designed them yet, but they're all in my head, so maybe in the next couple of tutorials we'll be working with this. So all this aside, this is basically a peyote tube I made with Delicas, and all you need is a couple of 8mm beads. I used 8mm Czech pearls. You need round beads, so any other shapes are not gonna work. Make sure you are using round beads. So today, instead of just using black, I'm gonna incorporate two different colors. I'm just gonna make stripes. You can, try to make different patterns on it, but it's too long for video tutorial, and patterns, you usually have to have them on the picture. So you can, go ahead and design your own patterns and create different things here. But today I'm just gonna make stripes. I'm gonna use same gunmetal mucus. Here's the code 001, and I have no idea what's the code here. It's just orange luster Delicas, I think. So I'm gonna make stripes with this too. Then I'm gonna use same Czech pearls. I have a mix here, so I'm just gonna pick up two that I think still match this too. And then you'll need your beading needle, size 10. That's all you need. Then you'll need scissors to cut your thread. Then you'll need your beading thread. I'm gonna be using a big spool of Nymo. So, and then you'll need a stop bead, but I didn't grab one yet, so don't forget that. I'm gonna thread my needle with, I think, 2 yards. I think I will need more. This one I used 2 yards, but the next tube I want to make it longer, so I might need to add in between. I'm not gonna be showing that because I have a separate tutorial for that, and if you are new to Peyote, I'm just gonna pop the link to that tutorial in the description box. So thread your needles, get your materials ready, and then we'll get to work. So for now I just need my Delicas. Now this one is 16 rows of Delicas. So this is 16 rows white peyote strip that we just connected in the end. Next one, because I want to make stripes, it also has to be even number, but I want to be able to have black on both sides. So instead of 16, I think I'm gonna do 22 because I want it a bit longer as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with my stop bead. I'm just gonna leave a short tail of about 6 inches that you can just sew in later. Take my needle through that stop bead one more time. And I like to do it one more time, so just it stays in place. We're gonna remove that later. And now I'm gonna pick up 22 Delicas. So I'm gonna pick up 2 black, 2 orange, and continue like that until I have 22 beads. So I have 22 beads. As you can see, I have blacks on both sides and 5 sets of oranges in between. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that to my stop bead, and we're just gonna do peyote. This is simple even count peyote, and it's very easy. You just have to do what I'm doing. So next bead, I'm gonna pick up black because it will have to go on top of a black. So I'm gonna go ahead, skip the first one, and then go through the second black. So from now on, whenever I pick up bead, I just have to, you know, I picked up black one, next one will be orange. See where my thread is? I skip one bead, pick up the next one. The first row is always a bit wonky, but from second, third, it gets really easy. Next time I pick up black, skip one bead, go through the next one. Pick up orange, skip one bead, go through the next one. Gosh, it's been quite a while I did peyote, I think. Pick up black, skip one, pick up the next bead. Pick up orange, skip one, pick up the next bead. Pick up black, skip one, pick up the next bead. Pick up orange, skip one, pick up the next bead. So here it's all getting a bit wonky, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull my thread a bit. So here, pick up the black one, skip one, pick up the next bead. Pick up the orange one, skip one, pick up the next bead. And the last black, skip one and pick up the last bead. And now when we have everything done, I just like to get everything in place. Pull both needles, both threads on both sides. Start at the very bottom, make sure this next to each other, and just keep on pulling my thread on both sides until all those beads settle next to each other. See? That's what you want. And now from now on it gets really easy. Don't worry if it's a bit wonky, it doesn't really matter in the beginning. It will all settle in place. So now, from now on it's very easy. All you do, again, you start with black and go through the sticky beads. So I pick up one black Delica, I go through the first sticking out bead. I pick up orange bead and go through the next sticking out bead. See? Pick up black, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up orange, go through the next sticking out bead. Just the one bead. Pick up black, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up orange, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up black, go through the next. Pick up orange, go through the next. Now remember, you don't really have to do the stripe here. You could as well might be using one color. I don't really know, but I just wanted to make a stripe for this one. So if you're using just one color, you would be just picking up one color. Pick up black, go through the next sticking out bead. Pick up orange, go through the next sticking out bead. And the last one, pick up black and go through the last sticking out bead. Now from now on, it's very repetitious. You just keep on repeating that. Once you're done in row, just turn it over. Again, start over. Start with black and go through the sticking out beads, finish, turn over until you have long enough strip to cover your 8 mm beads. So here is my peyote strip. I finished it. So how to check you have your full length? So I'm just gonna take, these are 8 mm Czech pearls. So I'm just gonna bring this around and see. So I'm just gonna zip it up first. To zip up the even count peyote stage, you have to make sure your threads are on opposite directions. If I finished my thread on this side, I wouldn't be able to zip it up because the beads wouldn't align. So if your threads are on same sides, just go ahead, add one more row of peyote stitch. It's not gonna make any big difference in the sizing. So now all I'm gonna do is just bring both ends together, and see if I can zoom in a bit more. This part is my favorite part, and it's very easy. You might not see very well what I'm doing, but what I'm gonna do, see where my thread is. All I'm gonna do is just alternate and go through sticking out beads. So this one is the first one sticking out here. So I'm gonna go through this one first, then I'm gonna go through this one, and then this one, and all the way up till I finish with this one at the end. So I'm just gonna bring them together, and I'm gonna start with this one, and then sticking out bead on this side. Oopsie. First knot for today. And just pull it nice, and just alternate. I'm gonna go through this side, this one. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I can even manage to go straight through two like this. Let's see if I can manage this time. Can't see very well myself lately. Getting old, ladies. Right here, I'm just gonna do one at a time. Doesn't take too long. Almost there. And the last one here. And now all I'm gonna do, when I pull my thread, I'm gonna open it up. See? And I'm just gonna pull both ends of my needle. What's this here? Okay. So just pull your needle through. Pull your thread nice and tight. And that's it. It's zipped up. Same, flawless. So I see at the end it's not connected. All I'm gonna do is just take my needle down. And that's it. I have a perfect tube. Now the reason I added the Czech pearls, you probably realized yourself, it collapses. It doesn't stay as a tube. So to fix that, see where my thread is, I'm just gonna make sure I reinforce it a bit. So I'm gonna take my needle away from where I finished it. So to do that, here I am. I'm just gonna go one more bead down, pull it nice and tight. And then when I'm gonna go up this bead here, I don't want to come out this side. I'm gonna make sure I come out on the inside of the tube. See, my needle came out on the inside. And then pull my needle through, pull it nice and tight. See, my thread came out on the inside through the bead on the second row. And now I'm gonna pick up, I decided to go with orange as well here. Pick up one 8mm bead, drop it down, and if you notice, it falls nicely in. So to attach that, I'm just gonna like see approximately opposite bead here, see where my thread is. I'm gonna go on the inside, go through the bead and the second row, and pull my needle through. And that's it. You have your second bead in place, first bead in place. Now I have to add the second one here, and to do that I'm just gonna go through the beads all the way down there. Make sure you pull it nice and tight. Make sure that bead stays in place, and just make your way down. I think I need to zoom out a bit because there will be one thing I need to explain before I add the second pearl. Oh, went through straight three beads. Saves time. It's not very good for your thread though. But I'm not planning to sell this. Probably will take it apart anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me. So when I'm coming all the way up here, again, I want to make sure when I'm going through the bead in the second row, I come out to the inside. So almost there. 2 beads. Let's go one at a time this time. And then here, see, I'm on the second row. When I take my needle through, I want to make sure I'm coming out on the inside of the tube. And pull my needle through. Now it's time to add the second pearl, but before I do that, because my tube is pretty long, and see it collapses in the middle if I push it, I don't want that happening because I have some plans for this tube and I want to make sure it's gonna be able to hold some weight, and I don't want it collapsing. So for that, I have 2 extra pearls. Doesn't matter what color you use here. You can use up some beads you had lying around for ages that you just don't like, and they are round and they are same size as your pearls that you're using at the ends, and I'm just gonna chuck them in. I don't have to attach them with thread because once I attach this one at the end, they're not gonna go anywhere. And see, it doesn't collapse. So you have your perfect tube in place. And it's time to add the second pearl. Now, depending on how long your tube is, make sure you add more pearls or less pearls. I could have probably added one here, but this tube is so small that it doesn't really collapse in the middle. I don't have anything in the middle there. But this one is much longer, so I don't want it collapsing, and that's why I chucked in 2 pearls. So now here I am. I'm gonna put this down there, see? Approximately opposite side. Again, I'm gonna take my needle to the inside of the tube, find the bead of the second row, and come out. And that's basically it. And you have your tube. See? Doesn't collapse. Perfect. All you have to do is just get rid of the tails now. So here are our tubes, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it wasn't too difficult to follow, and it's been a while I did peyote, and I thought, you know, I wouldn't be doing much of it because at some point in the past I did so much of it that it just put me off, but I think I found my lost love again because I have really exciting ideas in my head, and I think I'll be working with these tubes for a while. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Stay tuned. I release tutorials every Friday, so in the future you will see a lot of things coming up with this. Probably next tutorial I'll make on this ring, and then, you know, all the things I showed you in the beginning, they'll be coming soon as well. you know, I like to do them as soon as I can so I don't forget how I actually made them myself. That would be awkward. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.